again, notice how people are joining this team for a lot of different reasons, and they're looking forward to growing in a lot of different ways with this brotherhood. That's the authentic part about it. How you got word of MonkNation, how you eventually got in a conversation about MonkNation with somebody, and why you elected to join the team. What you're looking most forward to now that you have made the commitment to join. And this is Easton. He gets the first word. New incumbent member. Welcome, Easton. Going to let you talk for a bit.
Ben was telling me that he did, end up going with, MonkNation and learning and obviously developing into, the type of person he wants to become, right? Into going into bodybuilding, start growing his clientele, right? And that stuff I've already been doing, but I want to scale it more. And the reason being is because I'm already caught up in work. I'm already caught up with, all this stuff. I don't have a lot of knowledge in terms of expansion with private clients, right? And I also need to compete. I mean, like my physique, I'm natural. Like I really need to compete within the next like year, because if I don't, I'm just wasting my time. Like why do I look like this for what, right? I need to be a pro, and I'm gonna be a pro. So it's not even a doubt in my mind that I don't have the frame to be a pro, right? Now it's just about having the expertise by someone that already has done it. And this is all new. So for me, I don't know what I'm doing, right? And with Ben, like I kind of have seen him change. I've seen him change in terms of his physique, in terms of like in the gym, we're working out, bro's already like, hey, I got a client. I'm like, bro, that's crazy. Like just mid set, like bro's already got another client, like just saying like, yeah, like I'm already committed. Bro shows me the text, he's already sending the money. Like it's just like that. Like it's just like that. It's just like it can happen at any point, right? And the reason why I was so hesitant is because I wanted to see his progress. I wanted to see what he could do. I didn't feel like I was at the point of like, I was open to it. I just wasn't sure on kind of how things were going. And the way that Ben has been changing, the way he's been kind of moving, it's inspiring to see like, oh shoot, like, he's got a community he's working with, and it helps him develop into what he wants to do. I already have enough discipline as it is, but being around people that are like-minded, it just adds motivation to it. It's really all it is. And obviously like learning from people that have been to where I want to be,
That's really the big thing. That's awesome.
100%. Welcome to the team. Easton. Welcome to the team. Let's get Easton a MonkNation background. He's the only. Are Gavin, Dakota, and Markus real people? Do they have cameras, or cameras need to be on unless you make it?
For all the new members, check your guys' DMs on Slack. I sent you guys over the MonkNation.
Let's get these new incumbent members some MonkNation backgrounds. Hey, you can't make that up. Easton's. We have this saying, and Leo's the one who says it, and he's the one who came up with it. We're going to put this on a shirt one day, and we're going to be selling them at the booth that we have at the Arnold in March. But there's this saying, and we actually went to church on Sunday, me, Leo, Braden, and Sean, and the motif of that sermon was, you don't have to believe it. A lot of people say you do have to believe it. And Easton said, hey, I wanted to see, I believe the cause, I supported the mission. I just wanted to see Ben succeed. I had to get eyes on. I wanted to see. And now that he has seen, he now believes. So the more people we can get to connect with the testimony, it's not that he's just friends with Ben and wants to follow Ben wherever he goes. It's that he literally wants the same exact thing that Ben wants. He has the same interests that Ben had. So as monks, we're not called to be antisocial. We're called to be social. I don't even know how many conversations I've had with Easton. Those conversations weren't join MonkNation, join MonkNation. It's just that they were conversations of getting to know another fellow brother that is just as passionate and loves this industry just as much as I do. Right. And he just so happens to be a friend of Ben, and from there it evolved. I found out that he wants to be, and he just said it. I found out that he wants to turn pro. I found out that he wants to get into the coaching and want to be able to do this full time. So I said, hey, we actually do a lot of these things and help people with a lot of these things that you're saying you want to do. What did he do? He made the commitment. And he trusts us. So when we have people join this team, and we have people join this team for specific reasons. Easton, I'm not going to let you go that easily. Why did you elect to join MonkNation, and what are you actually looking most forward to now being a member of the team?
Well, I like the purpose of it. You know, it's a Christian-based community I just started getting into faith like summer this year. I also like the idea of the brotherhood, you know, people that are like-minded, because there's not a lot of people that I met in real life that are like me. I'm going to be honest. So to find people that are really about it, the people that are really serious about it, like I want to see how, this is my first time in a meeting, right? But I want to see how like this community is, and kind of what in a way is it going to shape me and my mental, what way is it going to shape my perspective, right? And that's really the biggest thing I'm wanting to get, is like, how can I evolve as a person through this? Seeing how Ben, you know, how he does like the meetings and stuff, and how like everyone is so connected. I like that aspect of it.
Nice.
So
nice. Well, we're glad you're on board, man. We've got 2 more people that need to do some talking, 2 more new faces. Easton, you're going to fucking kill it, and we're glad you're on the team. But we've got Markus. I want you to give a little bit about you, man, and just your background, where it all got started, how MonkNation came into the picture, and what you're looking most forward to.
I joined earlier today. I started lifting at 15, so 3 years ago, and I wanted to get freaky big. You know, I wanted to be lean. I wanted to look good, feel good. Wanted to increase, you know, my ability in my other combat sports. Looking forward
Markus is a
to,
bare-knuckle karate black belt, for those of you who didn't know. He's not letting people know.
you know, combine that with boxing and jiu-jitsu. I'm trying to become a better martial artist. I'm trying to expand my knowledge, because I do truly love this industry. I love pushing my body to the limit. Some of the stuff I do for my martial arts is like planks while you get kicked in the sides, or, you know, doing a pull-up and then you get hit in the gut and then you do another one. I like being able to push my body to its absolute limit. Joining this community is something that's going to give me not only other people who want to push their body, and other people who love bodybuilding as well, but it'll help me gain more knowledge to become, you know, the person and the man that I want to evolve into. You know, being only 18, I feel like I have a lot to learn about, you know, what does it mean to be a man? I feel like by joining communities such as this, it'll help me truly understand myself as who I am as an individual, and using and having one of my outlets be this my personal fitness like journey, in my sports and all these activities that I do. So I'm very much looking forward to,
Well,
you know, joining this in my journey in MonkNation.
welcome to the team, Mark. Can't make that up. We didn't tell him to say it. There wasn't a script that was in front of him. There wasn't a teleprompter. He literally said it himself. Notice how people are joining the team for a lot of different reasons. That's why it's malleable. That's the organicness and the authenticity of it's real. Again, notice how people are joining this team for a lot of different reasons, and they're looking forward to growing in a lot of different ways with this brotherhood. That's the authentic part about it. Who wants to be in Columbus, Ohio with the leaders of this team, rep at the booth? You know, that's going to be what we're building up to as a kickoff. But a lot of these things are going to be literally what you're sharing with people that are coming up, people that are just wanting to know, what is MonkNation to you? What MonkNation is to Markus is not going to be identical to what MonkNation is for Easton. So Dakota, all the way from Oklahoma, the first team member to plant his stake in the state of Oklahoma. I said at the beginning of this year, I would love to have representation in all 50 states domestic of the United States of America, America first. Dakota Harber, I want you to introduce yourself, kind of give a little bit about your fitness background, how MonkNation came to the table for you and why you elected to join, and what you're looking most forward to.
I'm Dakota. Yeah. I'm here in Oklahoma, like Cam said. I got into fitness and working out when I was, I guess, a junior in high school. I played baseball. I was an all-stater in cross country. I was I had 2 full ride offers to go play baseball in JUCO. I turned them down to go to work and start making money. I joined MonkNation because I saw an opening to bring people to the gym and to make money doing something that I love.
Hell yeah. I mean, it's simple. He's 19-year-old. He's a freshman in college going to school for business. I said, what type of business do you want when you graduate? He says, I have no fucking idea. I said, what are you passionate about? He said, well, I like coaching people. I like fitness. I think I want to do a bodybuilding show. And that's where we expanded upon. Save the best for last. I don't know. We've got Gavin. I followed him for years. I'm not going to steal a lot of his thunder. I'm going to let you tell what you do, what you join the team for, what your fitness background is, and what you're mostly looking forward to.
My name's Gavin Cox. Cam reached out quite a while back, actually. He DM'd me on Instagram after a few posts. He would like some of my stories and stuff. I never really posted any like content other than stories, and he would like them. And then he finally reached out one day, and so I was looking pretty big and stuff. And I think he had said something about a coach, and I kind of turned it down to start off with because.
How long ago was that?
Oh God, dude, that was
years.
6 months ago.
Okay.
8 months
I
ago.
can't remember.
That was a while ago. He ended up reaching out again, and he would check in every once in a while and see how the progress was coming. And back in May, I joined the fire department, and so we did a short little academy for that. And I lost 20 pounds because we were running a lot, and I started eating a bit cleaner and stuff. So I cut down quite a bit, and I started seeing the striations and stuff. And then family started noticing and asked me
His
if
mom
I ever.
said he should compete, huh?
Yeah, mom.
When the mom says you should compete, I think
Yeah.
you should compete.
Yeah,
My
That's what I
mom
was
said,
asking
"What
Gavin,
the
what's-
fuck are you doing?"
What's his background with his family? And he said they're all pretty into fitness, and they're all backing
Oh,
him
really?
about competing. Yeah.
Hell yeah!
And the
Yeah.
grandma.
And the
Yeah,
Grammy too.
Grammy
Where
said
are you based again?
North Carolina.
Oh yeah, we're coming to NC. We're gonna pick a show in North Carolina.
Yeah.
All right. So that's Gavin, and that's She Money. He puts out fires for a living, folks.
Dude.
Again, people from everywhere, all walks of life. The common denominator is we love this. We really like it. We've done it for a number of years or however long, and we're all wanting to take it to another level. And we realize now that can't be done independently. It has to be done with other experts. It has to be done with other people that like the same shit. We're climbing the same mountain, but that's really what these Monday meetings are structured to be. If this is the only time that you're connecting with anybody on this team as a Monday meeting, it's a disgrace. You're hurting yourself more than you're helping yourself. As you can see, there's a lot of development that goes on outside of Monday meetings. So for the people like Brendan and Ben and people that you heard that are seeing progress, these are people that are plugged in. These are people that are following the roadmap. People want to compete in shows. People want to make money. People want to coach. People want to quit their job and be able to do this full time. There's a lot of talk. Who's willing to do, being that we stand on God, being that we stand on the faith, it's in the name, MonkNation, monasticism. We don't hide it. We went to church on Sunday. And whether or not you all knew it or not, in my heart, I rededicated my life, which means that I've already been baptized. But now I have actually made more of a commitment, being that, MonkNation is something that had been birthed into my head back in 2021 when I got my IFBB Pro card. I said, I want to build a community of like-minded individuals who want to aspire to do the same things that I'm currently doing. So you fast forward, right? Leo, who's one of the co-pilots of this whole thing even being possible, started off as a camper at one of those camps years ago in Florida. He was a camper. I was cooking. I was picking him up from the airport. I was taking him through the workouts. I was coaching him for summer shredding. He was half-assing the prep. He's learned his lesson. And now look at him. He's competed on arguably, one of the biggest stages in the sport of bodybuilding. And he's going to get his pro card in 2026. IFBB Pro, not OCB Pro, none of that other bullshit. Here's the thing, folks. We're here to let you all know that dreams are not, monks just don't let dreams be dreams. All right. If you're fully, why did you join Monk Nation? We know why. Will you accept the responsibility to actually live like a monk wholeheartedly, which means, it's for yourself and it's for the people that you're helping, for the people that are looking at you make these choices. Easton was looking at Ben living a life as a monk and he was pulled in. Now Easton's going to start living like a monk and seeing progress. And whoever Easton knows is going to start saying, what the fuck's going on? I talked with Easton. I said, if you take it seriously, he said, let me hang up the phone, Cam, because what you're saying I'm resonating with. I'm going to have a conversation with my mom and ask her for an early Christmas gift. I said, do what you got to do, brother. I said, $250 a month. Let's help you get one. That's one client a month. I told him that's one client a month. We can do that. If it comes to the point where you're wanting to talk about social media growth and coaching and getting that framework built, that's all Sean. That has nothing to do with me or anybody else. Now, people can use guys like Brendan and Ben that have actually seen results by applying it. And Bowden, I don't know if he's on the call. I think I saw him join. These are people that are actually have used and actually have clients, and they didn't have clients when they joined. So you can use them as resources too. But yeah, man, as you can see each week, we're seeing new faces, which is good. We're wanting to make sure that the people that join are being adopted into a winning culture, into making sure that they know what the standard is. And I think we're doing a good job of setting the bar pretty high. 2.5 months, or not less than 2 months left now. We're in November, to where we can push and everybody can be in a very good position going into the new year. A lot of people don't get a head start on stuff like that. And that's why they're giving up around February, March, April time. We want to be having a booth in March. We want to be saying, hey, the first quarter of this year, Leo was competing at the Arnold. In the first quarter of 2026, we're actually going to have a booth. So you've got to stay plugged in for you to actually reap the benefits of being a part of a team. Most people, for some reason, have a hard time understanding that concept. But in order to see production when joining a team, you actually not only have to be a team player, which means sometimes you actually got to put the team's needs over your own needs, but vice versa. The team is going to show up there for you every time that you need them as well. That's how a team works.